So this has got to be one of the best start to a season we've had in what feels like quite a few years now on this save. Near perfect, other than one completely bizarre performance. We'll look at that in a second. But of course, just want to say welcome back to Academy to Anfield, and we are finally episode 50. Of course, if you are joining me for the first time, you're seeing this series for the first time and kind of want to know what you've missed, I'll put a little link in the top corner, just so you can go all the way back to the start and check out the series and kind of hopefully binge watch it from there and catch up with me. That would be ideal. But of course, yeah, welcome back, and we've got the Premier League to look forward to this episode. I'm going to take you through the schedule and the fixtures and kind of show you what's happened. So we started off a bit iffy, didn't we? Just scraped those 2 victories there against Notts Forest and Tottenham. We went away to Man City and got a 1-1 draw. I'd say that's quite a successful venture over to Man City. And then, of course, we come back, absolutely smashed Sunderland. Ben Doak, we'll touch upon him in a second, but he started the season in great form. Played Blackpool in the Carabao Cup third round, won 3-0. Of course, you see there Johnny Webb getting on the score sheet. We also played with Bailey Carrott in goal. And then we come back to the Premier League, absolutely smashed Wolves this time, 5-1. And then this happened, a 4-1 loss away to Marseille. I don't really know what happened. They even had a man sent off at 2-0 and then still went on and scored another 2 goals. I kind of feel like it was one of those, that's Garnacho, isn't it? Yeah. Apparently, on loan from Man United, right? Yeah, so I don't really know what happened. But of course, we didn't have a Premier League game. We come back straight away for the Porto game. We dominated them big time. We'll take a quick look at that, actually, just to show you the amount of dominance we had. 18 shots, 11 on target there, 71% possession. We absolutely knocked them out of the park. And then we've just done a tidy little 2-0 victory at Burnley. So, of course, we're back today. I thought, what better way to come back for the 50th episode? A little bit earlier than maybe I would have liked, but we've got Everton, the Merseyside derby, and the chance to go top of the league, of course. If you look, we've won 5, drew 1 in the league, win this today, and we go level on points at the top with Arsenal. However, we've got a superior goal difference. If we take a look, we've actually conceded just 3 goals, but we've scored 16. So a joint high with Chelsea there at the top of the league. So all things are looking pretty rosy. I think after the Everton games, what we'll do is we'll come straight. I think maybe we come straight back. We'll come straight back for the Brighton game. We'll do a Premier League doubleheader, and then what we'll do is we'll focus on the UEFA Champions League a little bit further into the future when things kind of get serious. So that's you guys up to date, and there's no real transfer news to talk about. However, we've had a slight injury crisis. Looking a bit better now, as you can see. We've got a lot of players that are not fully fit. Really, they've just come back from injury. The likes of Harvey Elliott, Trent is now back. Alisson's got a little knock. Ben Doak's got a little knock. Jason Stone's had an injury. Bradley's just coming back. Carvalho's just coming back. Johnny Webb's still a little bit injured. Kumas is out. Millward's out. So we've had quite a few niggly little injuries so far. Let's just take a quick look. What are we, October? So if you look, even just September alone, September sort of starts here with Jason Stone. Only a few days, and then, we've had all of those injuries in September alone. So quite a few. However, just coming back from injury, most of them, touch wood, they don't go out again. But of course, that is the squad. One thing I did want to touch upon, Ben Doak is having, although he's out injured for not very long now, 1 to 2 days left, so he won't be playing today. Maybe fit enough for the Brighton game, but he started the season very, very well. 4 appearances in the Premier League, 2 goals and an assist, 2 player of the matches in those 4 appearances. And of course, on top of that, he's gone and got himself a goal in the Carabao Cup in 1 appearance. Then he come off the bench in the Champions League and scored as well. So Ben Doak is definitely having his best season so far. Let's at least not forget Mo Salah, who's 36 now, still at the club. I think this will be his last season. I'm probably 80-90% sure it'll be his last season, but he started in fine form. Bagged himself 3 goals and 3 assists in just 4 appearances in the Premier League. So hopefully he goes out on a high. And of course, everything is looking absolutely rosy. So what could go wrong in the Merseyside derby, right? So as I did mention, we are really struggling for fitness. I just quickly want to show you before we go through the lineup how many players on the bench are just not fully fit at all, pretty much our whole bench. So we've had to kind of put in a makeshift team, really, and we've got Alisson in goal, Gomez, Kanate, Bajcetic and Becker the back four. Midfield three, we've got Szoboszlai playing in the DM position, Parsley and King just in front, and then our front three. A very unusual front three. We've got Carvalho on the left, Diaz on the right, and Salah playing up top. So we're about to kick off, and Everton haven't played that well this season at all. They find themselves, they're on the attack straight away. Hopefully this doesn't come to anything 34 seconds into the game. Whips it into the back post. This doesn't look good. Good save there by Alisson. But Everton do not look very good this season so far. They find themselves down in 14th place there. So I'd like to think we've got enough about us. However, the team we've put out is very, very makeshift. And although a lot of first team players in there, they're kind of playing not in their optimum positions. You've got the likes of Gomez playing at right back, who's not fully fit anyway, and now apparently on a yellow card. We've got Owen Beck there, who's actually played quite well this season, but Szoboszlai playing in the DM position, not really his type of position. We like to play him usually as a box-to-box or the Mazzala. But Parsley there making his first start for us this season in the Premier League. And of course, the front three are a bit of a mismatch. Salah playing through the middle doesn't really work anymore. Physically, at 36 years old, he's probably not got the pace really that we'd like to see. However, Jason Stone is not fully fit at all. And on top of that, Lewis Koumas is out for, I'm not sure how long, I think a good few weeks at least. So we've put Salah up top. And because Tornianen isn't fit, Johnny Webb's still injured. And of course, we said Koumas is out. How has that gone in? How did that go in? Sort of got in front of the keeper, I think, there. But therefore we've had to put Carvalho on the left and Diaz on the right. But just want to see this again because I can't really tell what happened. It looked almost like a shot. That is the slightest of touches. And Everton find themselves 1-0 up. I was a little bit worried about the team we've put out away to Everton. And so far, Everton it's been all Everton this first half. So hopefully we can get the lads in at 1-0. And it's not going to be 1-0, is it? It's going to be 2-0 down at half time. And this perfect start to the season. We don't like to show up on camera, apparently. So that's not good. You see there, we played the first 30 minutes or so, big favourites, but we need to get a goal back. Can we get a goal back just before half time, soften that blow a little bit and hopefully get the momentum going into half time? Diaz there. That should have been a goal, shouldn't it, surely? Owen Beck plays to Carvalho. Again, a good save. Hits the post, in fact. And Everton are on the counter-attack. King kind of helps it on and we finally get it away there. I think we could just do with getting to half time now and giving the boys an absolute hammering. Of course, let's just get through half time there. Of course, we've not really got the firepower on the bench either, considering no one is fully fit, which kind of sucks because that mini injury crisis that we had is kind of really having a knock-on effect now. But Szoboszlai with the free kick. Hopefully this is a way back into the game for us, is it? Szoboszlai hits it just over. I'm trying to think whether we bring on Gravenberch there, who's not too far off full fitness. Bring him on for Parsley. And then Szoboszlai's... This is the hard balancing act. I was thinking if we bring him on for Parsley and then switch Gravenberch and Szoboszlai round there, Carvalho's having an absolute stinker of a game. I'm wondering whether to just put on Stone and just kind of hope he can do some... we don't want to stick Tornianen up there. Don't know what happened there. But yeah, we're really limited to what we can do. And the fact that we're losing 2-0 to Everton, of all teams, on the 50th episode, does not really shout anything positive, does it? We're going to attack in. It doesn't look like we want to do anything, does it? It really doesn't. I always find that you go, well, it's a typical, I'm sure there's many memes out there, isn't there? But as soon as you go attacking, desperate to score a goal, your team kind of just shuts up shop and does not want to score. So the second half is just flying by. And so far, we've been second best throughout the whole... I wouldn't even say second best throughout the whole game. Second best from when Everton scored to now, really. But I say we can demand more, but they don't really look that excited about that. I'm really annoyed. I'm really annoyed that we've not turned up, considering how well we've played. I mean, that was never going to go in, was it? But considering how well we've played so far this season, to lose 2-0 away to Everton, it's just really frustrating. And the problem is I can't do too much about it with the team that we've had to put out, which is a real shame as well, because it's probably nowhere near the team that I would have liked to have put out. However, my hands have been tied big time with the team we put out, and that is an absolute stinker of a match. Losing, I mean, yeah, I'm embarrassed. I feel embarrassed. And I just want to see what the turnaround is for the next game, really, because, I mean, that was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. We've got 8 days till the next game, so you'd like to think that everyone will be fully fit for when we come back and play Brighton. So fingers crossed we'll get into the lineup and I won't be moaning about anyone being unfit and injured again. So this is more like it. We've got a fully fit team to pick from, and this is the lineup. We've got Alisson in goal, Bradley, Pennington, Konate and Robertson make up the back four. Midfield three, our favourite midfield three, can I add? Trent, Szoboszlai and King playing behind Doak, Stone and Tornianen. So I feel a lot more positive, a lot more optimistic going into this game. We've got the team we want out. So kind of, if we lost this, I mean, we've got no one to blame but ourselves, because everything is perfect. This is the type of team. This is our team. This is probably the strongest lineup that we've got. And King there, just inches away from giving us the lead. But this is the type of team I wanted to put out against Everton. It was proper makeshift and not fully fit at all. But we've got, I think everyone. I don't think there's one injured player in the squad. So we've got no excuses. Hopefully we can get back to winning ways and kind of show you what we've been about this season so far. I mean, last episode we started with those two openers there, and we probably didn't play the best. Although we got the 2 wins, we didn't play how we've been playing since, when we beat, Wolves 5-1 and I can't remember, Sunderland 5-0 I think it was. So hopefully we get back to winning ways and do it kind of in style would be nice. A nice way to finish the 50th episode anyway, wouldn't it? So here's Trent, lovely ball over the top to Tornianen. There we go. That is the type of football we've been playing. A lovely ball over the top there from Trent. Hasn't played yet this season. That's kind of what we've been missing. Is balls like that. I mean, Trent's got a few more years. He'll probably outlast this save. I was going to say, otherwise I don't really know how we'd replace him in the DM position there with those vision and passing attributes. I mean, it's kind of irreplaceable, especially considering we've got no one coming through the youth academy, kind of like Trent. So it is always good to have him there. He's been out for 4 months, so good to see him back. But there's Tornianen, who is, I mean, just like Doak, he's having an absolutely fantastic season so far. And surely he just goes from strength to strength as well. And we've got as long as everyone stays fit and still continues to develop, we've probably got our front three for the duration of this save now in Tornianen, Doak and Stone. I think they're perfect. Complement each other very nicely. And of course, we've also got Johnny Webb, Carvalho, who's a decent backup, and Szoboszlai there, just shy of the post there. But yeah, we've got a lot of depth up at the top. It's just hopefully they develop into those top players that they're predicted to, so to speak. But so far, so good. We have, I'd like to say, dominated this game, possession-wise and chances created. However, Brighton have not been shy at creating their own chances. They've probably not, I mean, we haven't seen any of them, so they obviously haven't been probably as good as ours. But yeah, I would like a couple more goals, really. I mean, this isn't the best start to the second half. A Brighton corner does not say too much, and we could be staring down a 1-0, a 1-1 equaliser, and we do. Matoma scores it. We could do with a few more goals. We definitely need a few more goals now. Started the second half off really, really poor. And you just know, don't you, when the other team's got a corner up your end, you just know it's not gonna be very good, is it? But we've finally got the ball again. Tornianen with the ball, running at the Brighton defenders. Does very well. He's still got hold of the ball. Plays the ball back to, I think, Stone there. Soberslai sets himself at the edge of the box. Comes to Bradley. Oh, and Bradley, how has that gone in? But bobbles along the floor. And yes, we got a bit fortunate there, but Bradley scored. And we're not going to complain about that. Tornianen there. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but Soberslai hits it. Luckily comes back to Bradley. And I think just the bounce got the keeper there. It looked like the bounce anyway, but we're back 2-1 up, and I think they held the draw for 2 minutes there, but we're back in front, and hopefully we just push on now. It would be nice to see us push on. Just looking around at substitutes. Ben Doak's having a quiet game, to be fair. We were bigging him up in this episode so far, but he's having a quiet game. I'm wondering whether it's time for the big guns, bringing on Mo Salah, just to see if he can help us stretch that lead a little bit. And Robertson, I'm looking at Robertson as well. He's on a red card. Hopefully not on a red card. He's on a yellow card, and he's looking like he's having a quiet game. So I think we'll bring on Beck, who's had a pretty decent game, or a pretty decent season, should I say? Sorry, so far. I'd just like to think we get the ball back here. Bradley to Trent. We do. Is this number 3 for us? Soberslai. That's a good save there by the keeper. But yeah, Beck, good season so far. He's got a couple of assists and a couple of goals to his name in the Premier League this year, so that's always good to see. I'll tell you what would be nice to see. Stone getting on the score sheet. He's only got a couple so far this year, but Mo Salah with the ball. I mean, that was a bit of there's a mix-up at the back. Oh, my heart. I thought that was going to end very, very nastily there. Luckily, we come away with the ball. Beck now, pushing forward. We want to try and get that third goal and put a bit of space between us and Brighton. Trent to Soberslai. Seems to be a lot of space on this right-hand side. Bradley with the ball. Plays it back to Trent. I think we're just enjoying playing it around a little bit at the moment. Pennington plays it back out to Bradley, who plays it inside to Soberslai. Just need to get this ball somewhere near the box. Tornianen into Stone. Is this going to be the goal we wanted? And there we go. Jason Stone, we said it would be nice for him to get a goal, and instantly he does. So 3-1 up now, and I mean, that was some good football. We really kept hold of that ball, 63% possession, and Brighton have probably had a few too many shots than I'd like to see in a game, but we're 3-1 up, and apart from that corner, they've not really had any sort of decent attempt on our goal, so that's nice to see. I'm just thinking, do we bring anyone on for the last 5 minutes? I don't think we will. They all seem to be having a pretty good game. Even Beck just come on. I mean, what's happening here? No idea what happened there. I'd rather than not score and set up a nervy finish, so it would be lovely if we could get this away. Brighton's still on the attack. We can't get the ball away. That's it. Pushing them back is what we like to see. Oh, I do hate these last minutes. of games. And there's a nice little save there for Alisson. Straight out to Pennington. We don't need to rush it. Why are we rushing around? I was going to say, it just looked like we were desperate to get up the other end and score there. But I think 8 minutes of stoppage time. Jesus. Hopefully we'll just see this out without another highlight. That would be nice. And I think that is it. And at least we finished this. I mean, that is a better performance. That is miles better than the performance we put in against Everton. Of course, you see 23 shots, 9 on target. We probably, on another day, would have had a couple more goals as well. So that's the type of performances we've been putting in this year so far. I mean, maybe we can just say we'll forget about that Everton match, because I felt it was a little bit cruel, the fact that we had half of our team have only just come back from injury and not fully fit at all. So it wasn't really what we call the real Liverpool. But yeah, we finally got the victory, and that's kind of what we've been expecting this year. Just a quick touch upon Tornianen here. He's having a great season. Look at his development so far this season. He's looks like he's going from strength to strength. So it'll be interesting to see how his season finishes up. Of course, you can see he's already got 3 goals and 2 assists in 6 games in the Premier League, averaging a 7.55. So he's playing very, very well. Of course, all that's left to say, guys, is thanks for watching. And of course, I will see you in the next episode, where we will probably go a little bit further, maybe up till Christmas. Maybe somewhere in, I mean, wow, we're pretty stacked for December. So I think what we'll do is probably come back at some point in December. And I mean, look at that. Oof, that is a tough, November is a tough month there. We got Barcelona, Chelsea, Arsenal and Man United. And even if we follow on, we got Newcastle and Inter. So if we do well there, we'll hopefully set ourselves up for a good season. But of course, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.